Okay, the first thing we need to do is put this computer back together. So we'll start by putting the riser card back where it belongs. Very carefully pushing it back into its slot, making sure it's perfectly seated there, and then very carefully pushing down the drives. Most computers do not have a nice flip-up drive bay like this. And so we have to make sure that our cords are going into the little slot just here, and that we can push the drives down nice and firmly until they are right in place where they belong. And there's a little catch there. I think it's because of this cord here. Let's try it again. There we go. And now we're going to put the top down, and it snaps into place, and there we go. Well, at least we've got the inside done. Now we need to plug everything in the back over here. So we're going to pull this computer back here, and we're going to put these cords in real carefully. First, we're going to put in the network cable. This is the network cable that connects this computer to all the other computers on the network. This is called a Cat5 cable. Cat5 cable, network cable. We're going to push it right in there. Okay, that's the port that says network port. This has to be plugged in to be connected to the internet or to any part of your computer network. Okay, here we have a USB cable. And this USB cable, so the thick one, it goes to the keyboard. We're going to plug that in to one of these USB slots. It just goes straight in. And then we're going to look for another USB cable. Here's another one. And this one is for the mouse. And you can even see on it, it has a USB symbol right there. Plug that one in. Okay, now what else we've got here? We've got our speakers. There's our sound cable for our speakers. You'll notice it's the light green, and so it goes in the light green port. And the next thing we can plug in is our power. This is alternating current power. This should be a thick cable, and that has to be plugged in right back here. And once we plug that in, then we should see some lights come on, and maybe the fan spin for a minute. All right. It's not spinning because I unplugged it down here, and so it's got a power strip. I'm going to plug in the power strip right here. I'll look up here. Light came on. And the fan spin, and then the computer shut down. Okay. Before we get too far, we're just going to take a quick look at the speakers. On the back of these speakers, there is also a power port. This is a standard a standard direct current power port. The electricity comes out either on the inside or the outside, I don't remember which one, and they go around inside the speaker, and that's how the speaker gets its energy. I'm going to plug that in right there. There's all sorts of sizes for these direct current ports. If you have one of these adapters at home that has a round port like this, just make sure that you look at the power adapter, the little brick part of it, and see what the numbers are on there as far as volts and amps, because that needs to match with whatever you're plugging it into. So sometimes, if you have a lot of these laying around, or if one of them goes bad, you can get a new one to replace. Let's see if those speakers work. Well, the light didn't come on, but I think that's just because the light is burned out on these speakers. Or maybe because it's on that other plug there. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay, now we need to put our monitor back on here. So here's our monitor. We haven't really taken a look at the monitor, so why don't we do that? And that'll be our next video.